What's a Roth IRA, how do they work, and how can you use them to make money? Let's break it down. A Roth IRA is an individual retirement account that's set up by you, separate from a 401k. A Roth IRA and a Roth 401k are two totally separate accounts and have different sets of rules. In a Roth IRA, you choose how much you want to contribute and how often, or if it's just a one-time contribution, and then you choose where you want it to be invested. And do not skip that step. A lot of people forget to invest the funds once they put it in the Roth IRA. You can also automate this in most accounts as well. In 401ks, you typically have the option of pre-tax or Roth, but this is a Roth IRA, so you only have a Roth option, which means you pay the taxes now and you save on the taxes later. Roth IRAs can be incredibly powerful because it means you can have the basis and the earnings be tax-free if you do it right. Now, this means you need to have had your first contribution at least 5 years prior to when you take the funds out, and you need to be 59 and a half years old. If you meet both of these criteria, then you can take the contribution out of the Roth IRA completely tax-free. So if you set up your first contribution at age 30 and then you end up taking the funds out at 59 and a half years old, then you have absolutely no tax on the money that's in your Roth IRA. If you didn't make your first contribution until you were age 60, then you need to wait at least 5 years to be able to pull that out without any taxes. If you know how powerful compound interest can be, this can be a dramatic amount of tax-free money. For example, if you put in $1,000 at age 20, that's roughly expected to become $80,000 or more by the time that you reach age 65 if you have it invested in the market. This means you can have $80,000 of tax-free money when you go to take that out at retirement. This is a retirement account, so there is a penalty if you take some of the money out early. Only part of it is taxable because the basis that you put in, that's essentially your contribution, is always tax-free. You already paid the taxes on it, so you can pull it back out without a penalty or any extra tax. However, if you take out earnings, then you could be charged a penalty and income tax on those earnings if you don't wait until you're 59 and a half and have had your contribution at least for 5 years. So for example, if you put in $7,000 to your Roth IRA and then it grew to $8,000, you could take your $7,000 out without any taxes being charged. However, if you pull an extra $1,000 and now you take that interest as well, you're going to pay 10% on the $1,000 as well as income tax on that $1,000. Roth IRAs have incredible tax advantages, which means they have to also limit how much you can take advantage of it. So they put a limit of $7,000 for the amount you can contribute in 2025 and an additional $1,000 if you're over the age of 50, just to give you a chance to help catch up if you're starting late. You also might not be able to contribute to your Roth IRA if your income is too high. For single individuals, it's $165,000 a year, or for married couples, it's $246,000 a year. A quick tip here about setting up your Roth IRAs is try to make it easy for yourself. Psychologically and mathematically, you're better off statistically by choosing to just set up recurring contributions. So rather than trying to just contribute whenever you want, you can dollar cost average. That means just setting up recurring contributions so you can set it up to come out of your bank account every month, week, bi-weekly, or however often you want to set it up. This works psychologically because it helps build the habit of just contributing to your accounts over time. And it also works mathematically because it stops you from trying to time the market as much. And here's why timing the market typically does not work as well. Typically, our emotions override our logic, and we might know that you don't want to sell low and buy high, but we have a tendency to do that if we try to time the market. And that leads 85% of full-time professional fund managers not being able to beat the S&P 500. Another reason it doesn't work is the market's almost always at an all-time high, and you never know if it's going to go up or down in the short run, but you know statistically in the long run, the market's done really well and has grown over time. As a side note, don't fall for scams where somebody's trying to teach you to look for this particular shape of a graph to be able to understand if you're going to be able to beat the market. If they were right at that, they would quickly become the richest person in the world, but they're not, and don't fall for those scams. In Roth IRAs, you get to choose the investments that you want to have, and there's a lot more investments than you typically get in a 401k. You can choose individual stocks if you want, but that can also get very risky if you put all your eggs in one basket. So most finance professionals typically believe that it's better to spread your investments out across multiple investments. So instead of buying just one stock or bond at a time, you can instead buy a mutual fund where you can have hundreds of stocks or bonds in your portfolio for as low as $1. Mutual funds typically come in a couple different types. One, you can have a target date fund where you have a manager select the investments for you and you don't have to do any of that decision making. These investments typically become more conservative over time as you get closer to retirement. There's always a date listed on them, and that date is listed as the year in which you're closest to the age of 65. These dates are also in a 5-year increment, so if you were born in 2001, you would typically choose a 2065 fund because 2065 rounded in 5-year increments, is the year that you would be closest to turning age 65. You can also choose your own investment where you say, I don't want a fund manager to choose it. I just know I want to buy the S&P 500 or a total stock market index or whatever investment you're intending to purchase. And then you can pick those investments for whatever that company offers for their Roth IRA investments. For target date funds, they get more conservative by typically putting more money into bonds so that you have a balanced portfolio as you get closer to retirement. Bonds are a lot safer than stocks, so they kind of counteract each other. In case one goes down, the other's there to help balance it back out. This protects you in case the stock market plummets as you get closer to your retirement. When withdrawing from a Roth IRA, there's a few different options. If you're before age 59 and a half, you have that basis that you can pull out tax-free, or you can take out the earnings as well, but then you pay a 10% penalty and income tax. If you wait till age 59 and a half and have had that first Roth contribution for at least 5 years, now you can take the funds out without any tax on the basis or the earnings. The IRS requires that you start taking money out of your 401k at certain ages, but a Roth IRA, you don't have to do that. So if you don't need to take the money when you're 75 years old, for example, you can choose to let it sit there and keep growing and working for you. It's also important to note that you cannot roll money from a Roth IRA to a 401k. You can go the other way and take money from a 401k to a Roth IRA, but you can't go the other way. So once you take it out of that 401k and put it in a Roth IRA, it's stuck in that Roth IRA. Or you could transfer it to a different IRA, but you just can't put it back into a 401k. Another really important lesson is to not set your Roth IRA as your bank account or try to treat it as such. It's important to let your savings account be the emergency fund, ideally in a high yield savings account or a money market fund. And then you want to have this be your retirement account so that you can end up letting that grow for the long run. But it's really good to know you can take that basis out if you need it. If you want to learn more about 401ks, click on this video here. Thanks for watching and follow for more finance tips.